We started in 1976 in one village, just lending out $27 to 42 people. Now, after all these years, by 1999, we are working in 39,000 villages. We loaned out to 2.4 million borrowers. 94% of them are women. And over years, in a cumulative way, we have lent out something like near $3 billion worth of money. Not only we gave that $3 billion worth of money, but also that money came back with interest. And bank makes decent profit, reasonable profit. It covers all its cost. So that's what makes Grameen Bank so special. And the bank itself is owned by the borrowers. Unless you are a very poor person, you are not eligible to join Grameen Bank. So poor people are joining Grameen Bank. Today we have 2.4 million of those borrowers. I think poor people can be addressed more in a commercial way, more in a business way, rather than leaving them only in a charity kind of format, that poor people can be helped only through charity. I think that's a big damaging thing society and the communities have done over the past years, looking at the poor, addressing their poverty through the charity window. Charity basically takes away initiative from people. You are not responsible when you receive charity. So we have to move on to something else which never looked at very carefully, which is addressing poverty issue in a business way. And Grameen tried to do that, addressing poverty in a business-like manner, lending them money instead of giving them as a charity. And we are convinced through our experience that poor people are as capable as anybody else in responding to a business environment. First country which took the Grameen concept and started doing it all over the country was Malaysia. Then came Philippines, Vietnam, China, India, Pakistan, Nepal, and many other countries in Africa, in Latin America. But we are also surprised to see United States became very active in doing that. There are a lot of now programs designed, modeled after Grameen Bank, are operating in Canada, in the United States, in Europe, in France, in Bosnia, in Poland, and other countries. What gave me another particular delight when we saw that the Grameen program came up in the northern part of Norway, in the Lofoten Islands. And I had no idea why it should, of all places, in Norway, they should need a Grameen program, because to my idea, Norway with a small population, there are lots of wealth in that country, nobody is poor, and there is nobody poor, but still the women in the northern part of the country didn't have access to banking system. The banks will not lend money to them. So they created their own bank model after Grameen Bank to start that thing, because many of these women, they didn't find enough attraction to stay in those islands. They were leaving those islands and started settling down in the urban areas in the south. Government became very concerned because they wanted to keep the population, because they're very thinly populated islands anyway. Young men are leaving those islands because the young girls have left, so they are getting depopulated. So one of the government official came up with is to start a Grameen project there, so that women become attracted to those areas, starting their own businesses and so on. That's how it became. And today, not only it's being done very successfully in the northern part of Norway, it's spread all over Norway, and from there it's now spreading in Finland, in Sweden, and in some parts of Russia. So that's a very satisfying thing to see how useful women found for them this credit program.
Can I leave for that?